Hello. This is going to be interesting because I'm going to attempt to cook Beetlejuice Deo shrimp cocktail sauce from a recipe by Dan Charette. And before we get started on that, I actually have that book. This is going to be from Horror Addict's Guide to Life 2, which just came out, and I just got my copy. So, usually I end with book mail. I'm going to start with some book mail. I have two things in here that I know of that I'm super excited about. Give me just a second to get this open. And I will put the scissors there. Aha. Two books. All right. So this is the anthology we just came out with, Dancing in the Shadows, a tribute to Anne Rice. Yay, it looks really good. I will look at that in a minute because I'm here to cook this shrimp cocktail from this book, Horror Addict's Guide to Life 2, put together by Emirian Rich and Emirian, sorry. And these all appeared on horroraddicts.net. Everything in this book, wow, this is so cool. This is a chunky book. It's like an almanac of horror things that you can do. And I have some interviews in here, and I was interviewed in here by Notching. Tikasa interviewed me, and I also have a essay in here about madness and oh yeah, there's one of my essays right there. But wow, Imrian did I'll just say Ims, did a fabulous, super awesome job with this. So I look forward to reading this, but for this moment, let me try to make this cocktail sauce. Full disclosure, don't expect a lot from me with cooking because I avoid it whenever possible. I'm going to leave this right here so I have access to it. Actually, let me find this exact recipe and I can show it to you in the book. Now, this is $13 on Amazon right now. Actually, I'm not going to do that because you will be waiting forever while I get distracted by this book. So, I'm going to share my screen. This is the recipe right now. It is over on my blog, angelawysmith.com. And so you can see if you want to attempt to make this, I suggest following his recipe. Don't follow my recipe. I'm going to do a butchered job of this, but I'm going to say this is the recipe from Beetlejuice. As you probably remember the shrimp cocktail scene where the shrimp turn into fingers and like grab onto everybody, and then they sing Deo, I think that's the banana song. I'm going to do this in the spirit of Beetlejuice because my cooking is very reminiscent of Beetlejuice, very chaotic, and yeah, we'll just go with that. So that's the recipe. I'm in my office and I'm going to attempt to make this in my office. So I have a wine glass to put the cocktail sauce in. I have a fork to do mixing, and I have all my ingredients here, including a half bag of shrimp because I already ate the other half of the bag. So let's do this. All right, first, what are we doing? We're singing Deo, Missy Deo. Beetlejuice may be the ghost with the most, but Della can sure throw a party. It ain't a shindig until the shrimp cocktail is served. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to serve up some shrimp cocktail. And ingredients: court bouillon or seafood boil, Old Bays or Zatarain's is what Dan suggests. I had that. I swear I bought that and then it vanished. So I will probably find that about a year from now in one of my cabinets and be mystified on why I have this. 1 pound of uncooked jumbo shrimp. I have, in actuality, this. It is, it's drippy. It is no longer a pound and it's already cooked and deveined because I was like, I don't want to do that because I'm not a cook. And but there's no chemicals added in the shrimp, which is a good thing because I didn't know why you would add chemicals to shrimp, honestly, or preservatives. Like, isn't that what freezing is? So anyways, this bag says it has 50 to 70 of these. And it was also really good in stir fry, which is where I used the other half of that bag. And then I have ketchup. It calls for 1 cup of ketchup. Oh, also drippy. Gross. Okay. And I also have this towel because I'm prepared somewhat. So this ketchup, Hy-Vee store brand ketchup. Oh, Worcestershire sauce. I forgot. I can go grab that here in a minute and add it at the end. It says a juice of a large lemon. I have lime juice in a bottle. And wow, everything is so wet. I think that's the shrimp. Gross. And then I don't have horseradish, so I have wasabi. So this is going to be slightly different, but I'm going to say based on Dan Charette's recipe. Based on. So let's go ahead and make this. I'm going to do this so that you can get the full screen effect of what is happening. Okay, so first, in a large pot, bring the water to a boil and add the Zatarain stuff that I have lost. Fast forward. We're going to say done. Carefully drop your shrimp into the boil. Magic. It is done. Remove the shrimp. Magic. Also done. Allow the shrimp to cool to room temperature. That has been done. They are definitely, well, they're not really room temperature, but they are cold. They're no longer hot. And then while the shrimp are cooling, and then this, we're going to do this cocktail sauce thing. Dissection. Cook the shrimp in their shells. I'm really fast forwarding here because I already had this done. Like somebody else did it for me, as in the shrimp were done. Okay. All right. So here is where the sauce starts. Wait, where is the sauce start? Okay. Here's where the sauce starts. Sorry, I'm reading. This is why I do say I am not a cook. Okay. So we're just going to get into this with my towel because everything is really drippy for some reason. All right, I'm going to add the ketchup. I didn't know ketchup went in this sauce. So ketchup, enjoy it. This is me cooking live. This does not normally happen. As in, like, I cook for a purpose. I cook because I'm hungry and my people and my family are hungry. And that is why I cook. But this looks like a really interesting recipe. I'm going to add this here lemon. And I have to apologize to Dan because I am not doing his recipe justice. I know this, but this is why I'm a writer. And more drippy stuff. This is not a good idea. My desk is going to be covered in shrimp water, I suspect. Hopefully I don't die. And this is in lieu of the horseradish. And unfortunately, I forgot to grab the Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire. So, I'm going to go without it right now. Oh, shrimp water. All right. So, this is a very lame attempt to do this shrimp cocktail. I'm going to take my magic fork. I really could have used either a smaller cup. Pretty noise, though. All right, let's taste this. Wow. That is shrimp cocktail sauce. Oh, went a little heavy on the horseradish, but, well, or wasabi. But that's really good. That tastes like shrimp cocktail sauce. I am shocked at how easy it is to make shrimp cocktail sauce. I did not know this. So, now, ooh, Jessica's on fire. Wasabi fire. Let me put these shrimps and the shrimpies, it's part of my throat, All right, I'm sorry, I always smell seafood. All right, and we're gonna put our little shrimpies around the top of this cup. I know you can't see me, but this is how you know it's official, because the shrimps are going on the top of the fancy wine glass. But yeah, this is really good. Okay, I did not have big hopes for this recipe actually turning out. I expected that I would give it to chickens afterwards, but this is quite good. Like, I'm going to even eat it, except it's so far down, I'm going to have to take my fork and do a dip like this. Damn, Dan, this is really good. So, I'm sure all that chewing and swallowing of shrimp sounded fantastic in my mic right here. But yeah, this is Deo Beetlejuice inspired shrimp cocktail created by me live, minus the Worcestershire sauce, which I forgot to pull out, with lots of drips. So, like, I worked for this. This was not an easy adventure, and it actually looks really good, despite my lame attempt to make this in my office. So this teaches you a few things. This teaches you that you can do cooking in your office. You never actually have to leave your office after this. And, oh, the shrimp is falling. And, oh, well, there's a floater. And that this is a really good recipe because I made this in an office in a very terrible fashion. I'm not good at this. I have shrimp water on my desk. And the third thing you should get out of this exercise is you should get a copy of Horror Addict's Guide to Life too, because I'm sure you could do a much better job of that, making this shrimp cocktail. And yeah, and there's so much other amazing, incredible stuff in here. Games, and it's like it's an almanac, and it's divided up by month. So you have activities, horror themed activities all year long. So that is it from me today. That was book mail. I will be reading this. This is the first copy I have in my hands of Dancing in the Shadows. All the money from this goes to support Arno, which is an animal rescue in New Orleans in honor of Anne Rice. And go make yourself some shrimp cocktail and see if you can't get Beetlejuice to come enjoy it with you. And that is it for me. Thank you so much for tolerating. I don't know what this was, a cooking demonstration? We'll say a cooking demonstration. And I will see you tomorrow.